Okay, we are live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, bringing to you episode 4. You know the deal. The Big 3 podcast. I'm your host, Brian Chow, alongside with my good friend and co-host, Akash Nandi. What's up, Cash Money?
Not much. How about you guys?
I'm good. And obviously, a couple days ago, trade deadline. I'd say third best thing that happens all season long. Man, I don't know about you, Akash, but I was a kid in a candy shop. Sorry, it was such a good day for baseball fans and baseball in general. So many moves and a lot of big moves too. A lot of surprising moves. It's just like, man, it really lived up to its hype. And to break it all down, please welcome back to the show, Jacob Spiteri.
Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem. How's it
Problem.
going, buddy?
Good. How are you guys?
Not bad here.
Yes, and not bad. But anyways, can we just talk about the Jays for a sec? Wow. They
Yep.
came out as surprising buyers. And as of this moment right now on September 2nd, 2020, we have the last playoff spot, the 8 seed locked down right now. I believe we're a couple games behind the Yankees right now.
And you
Yeah.
brought in.
We
Brought
won
in
today.
Yeah, they won today. Yeah.
Yeah, so we brought in
Three
yeah,
new starting pitchers.
3 new starting pitchers, or 2.5, I'd say. Stripling's a swingman, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, Shapiro, man. Shapiro and Ross Atkins. Great job. I think these moves really set us up for success for the rest of the year. Especially, the Jays. We've been struggling with. I wouldn't say struggling, but like we definitely had our injuries and everything like that. Those struggles. So I think these guys they bolster our lineup. I mean, yeah, our depth too. It's just, I think, in my opinion, 4 really, really great moves for the Jays. And Jacob, how about you break the first one down? Taiwan Walker, go ahead.
Taiwan. We're gonna talk about Taiwan again. Okay. So yeah, we acquired Taiwan Walker for a player to be named later or cash consideration. And Taiwan Walker, I think, made his debut like last week. I think with the Jays.
Yep,
Yep.
good 6
Against the
innings.
Orioles. Yeah, looks solid. Pitched 6 innings. Gave up 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. Shut out the Orioles. Got the win. So really solid start for Taiwan Walker's career with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, and again, adding on to that, he's been a solid pitcher for his whole career here. I think, especially pitching for a struggling Mariners team, he had a 4.0 ERA, and as you said, player to be named later. They announced yesterday is outfielder Alberto Rodriguez. So obviously, just what's it called? A prospect. Sorry, but he's been very good throughout his career. Very, very underrated career. Obviously, just getting overshadowed because he plays for the Mariners, right? But I think he can really step it up here, change the scenery. Now he comes into I wouldn't say contending, but he comes into a playoff team, right? His career, he's got a 3.91 ERA and 103 games started. Or sorry, just 100 games started. 507 strikeouts, over 561.1 innings pitched. Very, very good numbers, especially for a team like Seattle, who's been in an ever-going rebuild. I think they've been in rebuilding since the Griffey era, right?
Yeah, long
Yeah.
time.
A long time, right? So for this guy to be in that type of atmosphere, just pitching with some not so good players behind him, I think a 3.91 ERA. That's
Solid.
pretty damn good, right?
Solid.
And he's 34 and 33 on his career too. It's not like he's above 500 too, so that's really good, especially for the team he played on. So
Yeah.
the Blue Jays get a really good nice player there in exchange. Sticking on the West, I think we move on to our latest move, Ross Stripling. He gets traded in exchange for Kendall Williams and another player to be named later. Now Ross Stripling is a nice swingman. I think it's going to take Trent Thornton's spot for the rest of the year. Obviously, him going out with shoulder inflammation. I think inflation. Sorry.
For the season.
He's former All-Star in 2017, but has been off to an ugly start. 5.61 ERA, and what's it called? He's 3-1 in 7 starts, but obviously he's playing for the best team in the whole league. So I don't think that's that impressive. I think
Don't let
again,
that record fool you.
Yeah, I think this is just one of those guys where it's just like he's under the spotlight, right? Because they got Clayton Kershaw, Bueller, Dustin May there, all those guys, David Price, Urias. Obviously, Price isn't playing, but he still gets overshadowed there. So I think this guy just needs something to revamp his career. Hopefully that happens with the Jays. But for what we gave up, originally when I saw this deal, I was super happy.
I think the guy we gave up was like a top 10 prospect. I think.
But once I saw that we were giving up Kendall Williams, not happy. Not happy, man. I'll tell you that. Like, Ross Stripling, don't get me wrong, he's a good pitcher. We all know what he can do, right? He was great in 2017, I believe, when it was his All-Star career. 3.68.
2017, yeah.
Yeah, 3.68 ERA on his career. Great pitcher, but, like, I think for what we got in, like, what the Dodgers got in exchange, I think it's great value because obviously Stripling was struggling again, and you already have someone that can kind of fill that role. Brusdar Graterol, who's been lights out this year, so to get a nice young prospect that could turn into a perennial all-star like Kendall Williams, I don't think it was worth it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a bullpen guy probably, so
Yeah,
it really
he's
wasn't.
gonna be a swingman.
But
Not even 4 or 5. He's gonna slot into as a long reliever, and then like if we need him, we put him in for 5-6 innings on end. But I don't think this was a good deal because we gave up strictly because we gave up Kendall Williams. Like this guy, second round out of high school. Like I think he was committed to Vandy, signed with the Jays 2 years ago in the 2019 draft, or sorry, last year in the 2019 draft. I was super hyped about him because I followed this guy throughout IMG.
Yeah,
during
Brian.
his high school days.
Yeah, but when Brian texted me when he got drafted, he was really happy. He was telling me that he's been watching this guy for a really long time, and he was really glad that the Jays drafted him.
Yeah,
and now he's joining a really good farm system in LA, and like they just make their prospects into like stars.
Tell me about it, right? Like, oh my God, the Jays really messed up here. I think obviously, yeah, we're making a playoff push, but to give up Kendall Williams, like, you gotta like, this guy was signed to Vandy, like, oh boy, I don't know. Hopefully, Stripling can revamp his career back in Buffalo this year, but I don't know about this one, especially because is Stripling is he an expiring deal?
I don't think maybe.
No.
I don't know.
No, he's not. We still have 3 years of team control over him. Sorry, completely messed that up. But still, Kendall Williams, especially as adding on to Jacob, yeah, great farm system there. You look at people like Gavin Lux, Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin. Like they just turn people into really, really solid prospects and nice pieces.
Yeah.
And Kendall Williams, I think he's got Cy Young All-Star potential ahead of him, man. Like this guy's just that gross.
This trade's gonna haunt us as Blue Jays fans, I think.
Like,
yeah,
it's definitely gonna haunt us. I don't see a lot of people like realizing this, but for someone like me who's been following Kendall Williams for this long, and I think he's just really under the.
It's gonna be like that Rashford kind of Raycroft deal for the Blue Jays.
I mean, it might not be on that level because Rask is a Vezina goaltender.
It could be. It very well could be.
Who knows?
There's a chance. I think it's like a fair comparison would be a Syndergaard for Dickey type thing.
Yeah.
Not on the level because we're not obviously getting a star like that, but like this very well could come back to haunt us in a couple of good years because like again, yeah, the Jays have a good farm system with pitchers. We have Manoah, you have Pearson up, CJ Van Eyck, but like I think Kendall Williams would have been so nice in a couple of years down the line. I don't know, man. Don't like this move, but if it helps us win ball games,
it is what it is.
I won't complain. It is what it is.
All right.
Wow.
Anyways, next move, pitcher Robbie Ray from the Diamondbacks again. Like Ross Stripling, he's trying to revamp his career here. He's been really good during his career with the Diamondbacks. Obviously, they've been their 3-starter for a couple of years now. I guess he can get a bigger role in Toronto, just revamp his career. Again,
Played
as I said,
yesterday.
played yesterday.
3.1 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, and earned run and 4 strikeouts.
So not terrible.
Not-
Definitely better than when he did in Arizona. He
Yeah.
was god awful in Arizona this year. 1-4 with a 7.84 ERA. His stuff's filthy. Great fastball, great breaking balls, but I don't know. He's just struggled and he's getting hit around this year. But like we all know his K per nine's there. He's gonna get a lot of strikeouts, but I don't know. I like this. I really like this move though.
Yeah, same.
Really like this move. It's a low risk, high reward. It's not like Ross Stripling where we're giving up a high profile prospect. I believe we're giving up Travis Bergen. And Robbie Ray is still young. We're gonna have team control over him. So very, very good deal. I think that's a dub for the Jays here.
Yeah, he pitched pretty well last night when I was watching the Jays and Marlins play. It wasn't too bad.
Not bad. Especially for what he did in Arizona. That was great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, moving on to my favorite deal, the big, big deal in my opinion. The guy from the other locker room actually for the past couple days. Jonathan VR from the Miami Marlins in exchange for Griffin Conan.
Yeah,
Or
I think
Conan,
this,
sorry.
like you said, this is definitely the best move I think that the
Same.
Jays made today.
Yeah, like this was a great. VR is one of the most underrated players in the whole league today.
He can
And
do
yes,
everything.
yeah, he's a true 5-tool player, except maybe the speed, but it's still
What do you mean?
average.
He steals bases. This guy.
Yeah.
This guy steals so many bases.
That is true. Good point.
62 stolen bases with the Milwaukee Brewers
He's got
in like
9,
2017, I think.
and he's
So,
got
yeah.
9. He's got 9 so far in 29 games. So
Yeah, so 5-tool player, a bit short on the power, but he can still hit. He can still crank them out of the park.
Yeah.
He's
Love
he's
this
hitting
move.
267, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, and 9 stolen bases through 29 games. I think the hitting could be a bit better, but obviously, especially playing on a hot Miami Marlins team. But I think for the value we got in exchange, Griffin Conine, of course he's a pretty good prospect, but like we get VR, I think we have team control over him now. Confirm.
I
Quote me if I'm wrong. But
think-
yeah, I think this is still a good deal, right? Because we get VR 29 again, pretty young. He's in his prime, so we're gonna get some good years out of him, and especially with Bichette going down with an injury. This is
he
And
can
this
step
guy
in.
can play. This guy can play basically anywhere. He can play.
yeah,
in
he
the
can play
outfield as
anywhere in the
well.
field, right?
Yeah,
So
good utility player.
great move. I think when Bichette comes back, we can slot him at third base, right? We DFA'd Daniel Vogelbach I think yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So I think this guy fits in great. Shaw would take Vogelbach's spot there, split time with Rowdy. And then now we have a loaded bench too, because now we would have VR at third or however Montoya wants to play that. But we know for sure it's going to be a Vlad, VR, Biggio, and Bichette infield with a Gurriel, Grichuk, and Teoscar Hernandez outfield with
Jansen behind the plate.
Jansen behind the plate. And then now we got Rowdy or Travis Shaw as our DH. And then our bench depth's great too because we got Joe Panic, Espinal.
Yeah, just fast guy.
You guys
Brandon-
think that at maybe next season, Tellez, he's expendable now?
I don't think so because we still need that key DH, right? I don't think Travis Shaw is it. Like Travis Shaw,
People are saying about Vladdy though. People are talking about Vladdy being the DH, but
I like him
Vlad
at
be the
first base.
DH. I like him at. He's not that good at first, but like
Yeah, but
I don't know,
like
man.
at
But
the
like
same
he's still
time,
young.
take
He's
him-
still young. He can develop.
it's
yeah,
gonna
and
take him
plus,
some time to develop. He's a work in progress at first base. Like, he's
Or
still
just
Well,
learning.
defensively in general.
yeah, exactly. But like at
He's
the
like a
same time,
Miguel Sano.
yeah,
But like obviously a couple years. I think we try him out for the next couple of years. But if it really doesn't work, I say we keep Rowdy around. I think he's a really really underrated power bat. Again,
Oh
he
yeah,
started
for
off with
sure.
that. He started off with that MLB record. He was off to that hot start. That started his career. So we definitely need to keep him around, in my opinion. I think he's really underappreciated. Just gets overshadowed by Vladdy all the time. But he's a great young ball player, in my opinion. Like, I think he's got potential to hit 30 home runs one day.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think we could maybe get something good in return for
I don't
Exactly.
think
Rowdy.
we.
Because,
That's
like,
true. If
our
we get a
surplus is,
nice
like,
reliever, I'd be happy.
our depth is, like, I think we have, like, a really good depth, and I think Rowdy's the guy to go, in my opinion.
Yeah,
That's true.
same.
Because
Same.
we can get the biggest bang for our buck with him, right? I think if we get a nice setup, man, I'd be really happy. Just to pair up with Romano and Giles, because other than those two, there's not really anybody else, right? So
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
I
We'll see
mean,
how we have to play out, but nothing's happening this year anymore, right? So,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
anyways, but with the Jays look loaded now. Again, we have that lineup that we said, and then
Fair.
our pitching depth is insane now too.
Yeah, really underrated team.
Very super underrated team. I think this team we could very honestly, depending on how the young stars step up in the playoffs, could make a pretty good run, right? Because now our pitching depth is really good. Because we got Ryu, Bradley, Roark's been good. Shoemaker might be back, and then Nate Pearson might be back too. Who knows what's gonna happen
Bradley?
to them?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, not Bradley. Robbie Ray.
Yeah.
I always get
I
those two
thought-
mixed up for some reason. I don't know. Because they just I don't know. They've been on the same team for a long time. Anyways, we got those five. Now we've got Barucki and Stripling as swingmans.
Nate Pearson,
Swingman. Yeah, I said Nate Pearson probably gonna slot in at 5 for the playoffs.
Tanner Rourke, and then Chase Anderson.
Chase
Really,
Anderson's gonna be in the bullpen. In my
yeah, I
opinion.
know. But just, like, there's so many pitchers that the Jays can use.
Yeah, like and even if Schumacher or like Pearson go down with another injury or anyone else, now we have Barucki that can step in. We have again, as you said, what's Chase Anderson that can step in too. So great depth, and then Stripling can start a few games or so, and then obviously we got our big guys Romano and Giles
Very
down in the
experienced
pen.
pitching. Very
Yep,
experienced.
just a great, deep, underrated team in general.
yeah.
All right.
All right, let's move on to a couple other deals now.
Want to
I
go to the
think
big one?
Yeah, I'll start off with the big one. Mike Clevenger, uh, the Mr. Sunshine or Sunflower, forget his nickname, but he's off to San Diego in what is the biggest move of this whole trade deadline. I mean, man, people were freaking out over this move, but like overall, this is a huge haul that the Cleveland Indians got in exchange. They got Austin Hedges catcher. They got the two Canadian guys, Josh Naylor and Cal Quantrill.
True.
And then they got Gabriel Arias, Joey Cantillo, and Owen Miller. Arias and Cantillo being the two big prospects that they got in exchange with the two Canadian boys. So Josh Naylor and Bo Naylor are reunited in Cleveland. Let's see where Miles Naylor ends up. We'll get to play him eventually in my minor baseball career. One day. But anyway, that's not the point. And the San Diego Padres get Mike Clevenger.
I think it's a good trade for both teams. You know, Indians stack up on a lot of
Prospects
like
here.
good
Young
prospects,
talents,
and then the Padres upgrade their starting rotation by getting Clevenger, like one of the best pitchers in the game right now.
Man, San Diego really went all out though, right?
Win-win for both teams here.
Man.
Yeah, they're giving up a lot. San Diego, they really want to win it this year.
Not this year, not even. They've got 2 more years of team control in Clevenger too, so
Yeah, but I mean, like the whole team all around.
the whole team gets better. Relating that, they get Osinola. He's enjoying a breakout season this year. He's batting .309 and 2 home runs in 19 games. Like this guy's been great. All year. He's good defensively. He can hit now after breaking out. And obviously, because you guys traded what's his name, Austin Hedges. You guys got another backup catcher. Good defensively, Jason Castro for Geraldo Reyes. And then, because Francisco Mejia's obviously been having that nagging thumb injury. And then they got a new DH2, Mitch Moreland, who's been on fire this year, 328 with 8 home runs and 21 RBIs through 22 games for a very, very horrible Boston Red Sox team.
I would have thought.
Yeah, I know. Nah, I was expecting them to be bad though. Like I thought, but I wouldn't think they would be this bad.
I thought they'd be like underrated, but
No, there's no way. I thought they were gonna be fourth. But
like
anyways,
the sale injury hurt them though.
yeah. That's besides the point. But like, man, that San Diego team is scary now though. Like,
And
can we just take it? Like,
they also added pieces to their bullpen, getting Trevor Rosenthal and
oh yeah, they got Rosenthal from the
and
Royals.
Taylor Williams.
Yeah, so this team's not great because now they got the infield of Machado, who's been playing up to his $300 million contract. Tatis has been amazing. We all know what he's doing this year. Cronenworth is their second baseman. Hosmer is their first baseman. And then obviously got Grisham, Myers, Pham, and Profar in the outfield. Like, man, and then they got Mitch Moreland now as their DH. Austin Nola as their catcher. And then now their pitching staff's insane too, right? Because they finally get that true ace that they desperately wanted it, right? So they get Clev now. They have Chris Paddock, Lamet, Garrett Richards has been good. Zach Davies has been good. And then now in the bullpen you got Trevor Rosenthal, Kirby Yates, and Emilio Pagan. 3 really, really good guys that can
And they
close out
got
games for
the
you.
rookie of the month this year, Jake Cronenworth.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I was saying. Cronenworth that was playing second base for them. So,
I know this is such a good team.
Man, I think these guys could really, really well be on their way to the World Series this year.
They could win it all.
They could. Very much so. Like, this team is
I don't know if
so good.
this year. I don't know if it would be this year, but
They have
probably
a
next
chance.
year.
If
I
Paddock
mean, like
steps up and
the experience, like they got like some young guys on that team.
but who knows what Paddock can do, right? And then Clev has experience, right? So you got Clev now. Paddock, hopefully he can be good in the playoffs. But then you just need one more pitcher to step up, whether that's Lamet, Davies, or Richards in the playoffs. If one of those three step up, like, it's game over. Because now you have 3 guaranteed wins with probably the best lineup in baseball right now, in my opinion.
Second best.
And they have a deep bench too. Second best, but like they have a deep bench too, right? Castro, Mateo, Greg Garcia, like, and then like Profar now.
Such a talented team.
It's like such a great team, and like you could even get Mackenzie Gore up there as a swingman if you wanted to, right? So put him up against the Dodgers, who like they have no right-handed bats there, like. This is just such a loaded team that could win in any situation. Like, this is probably the 3rd best team in baseball now, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Or 4th best. Leading me into the Oakland A's, who in my opinion are the 3rd best team in all of baseball right now. They go out and they make their team even better. They grab Mike Minor from the Rangers for Marcus Smith and 3rd baseman Dustin Harris. Mike Minor, obviously, revival year last year, finishing 8th in the Cy Young, getting the All-Star nod. But obviously he hasn't been as good this year, 5.60 ERA. But I think, the A's, they're not afraid to take risks. He's on a good deal too. And even if it doesn't work out, he's a pending free agent. So this is a good low-risk, high-reward move for the A's here, obviously, as they try to make a playoff push here this year. Any thoughts on that one? I think that one's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, Minor is a really very like underrated pitcher. I think those are like the moves the Oakland A's like to do. Like they just like to get these underrated players for their team, and they just produce so well on that team.
Yeah, that's how they're. Yeah, that's how they use their like lower budget, and they still are able to get the best players they can out of it.
Yeah. Speaking of underrated. One of the most underrated players in the whole MLB, in my opinion, Tommy La Stella, who's been having a great season this year, is heading over to the crosstown guys, the Oakland A's, from the Los Angeles Angels. He's been great this year, 273 with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs over 28 games. for a very god awful Angels team. And again, as I said, he's been good this year, but even if he's not good, not the end of the world. Upcoming free agent, so low risk, high reward move too. I think the A's have been on fire with that. They didn't have to give out that much too. They gave out Franklin Barreto, who is more of a utility guy for them. So now they finally get that true second baseman that they've craved over the past year or so.
Just for
So
this
again, yeah, just for this year. But like again, great move for them, man. Like
Yeah.
these guys are just hitting all cylinders right now.
Yeah, probably one of the best infield, probably the best infield in the league right now, in my opinion. Matt Chapman, Marcus Semien, La Stella, and Olsen. That is just
that's the best infield in the game easily right now. Easily.
All right. Do we do?
Yeah. Now we let's say in the NL West. Let's move on to the Mile High City. Michael Givens from the Baltimore Orioles gets traded in exchange for Tyler Nevin, Taron Valvera, I think is how you say it, and a player to be named later. He's been obviously Michael Givens has been great for the Orioles over the last few years. Pretty much the only bright spot besides Trey Mancini. This year's been also impressive again. 1.38 ERA with 19 Ks in 12 outings. He's been lights out this year, and I think the Rockies get a great bang for their buck and a great relief arm. While they're trying to make a playoff push, obviously they don't really have that true closer or good reliever. Yeah, so they get that there, and then they also get a nice defensive guy. Pardon?
It's tough to pitch at Coors Field. You know, every pitcher who pitches.
It doesn't make a difference for Givens here though, because he's playing in the most talented roster pool in the whole MLB this year in the East, and then obviously the AL East, they're infamous for their hitter friendly ballparks, so it won't make a difference there, in my opinion, for Givens. Hopefully it doesn't derail his career, but I don't think that's a possibility because he's played in the AL East for his whole career, man. Like you look at the Rogers Center, Fenway, Yankee Stadium,
Camden.
like those are hitters' dreams, right? So it's hard to say, but they also get another guy from the AL East. They get Kevin Pillar from the Red Sox, great defensive guy. He gets traded in exchange for a player to be named later and international slot money.
And he's been good with the bat too.
Yeah, Pillar's been really, really good and underrated offensively for the last couple of years. He was great with the Giants last year. And then this year he's hitting .274 with 4 home runs and 13 RBIs again for an atrocious Boston Red Sox team. But he's been very, very good. And then now their bullpen's loaded. Blackman gets to be their DH now full time because obviously he's a bit of a defensive liability now. So you got Kevin Pillar, David Dahl, Tapia, Hilliard, and even Matt Kemp there in the outfield. That's a really, really good outfield for them.
Yeah.
And now Blackman
very good infield.
Now Blackman just gets to focus on what he does best, and that's hitting.
Yeah. Guys was hitting 500 for a while.
Almost 5. Like this guy's been nuts. Let's move on to the NL East though. They get another huge Diamondbacks piece. They get Robbie Ray, there's the confusion again.
Starling Marte.
Archie Bradley.
Oh, never mind.
What?
Starling Marte is another story. Archie Bradley goes to the Reds in exchange for Josh Van Meter, Stuart Fairchild. Bradley's obviously, we all know what he could be. He's very, very good. He's been shaky this year like Robbie Ray, but we all know what he's capable of doing. Obviously, he's been Arizona's closer for the last few years. He's been great there. But 5.48 ERA, good for 4th worst in the MLB right now, out of the pen at least. But again, hopefully
the team that's in need of bullpen arms,
bullpen pitching, and they can't get much worse from here, right? They've been failing all expectations. They were actually your World Series pick, Jacob.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, yeah. But let's see if Archie Bradley could revive his career here. The Reds really have nothing to lose here. Like they've just been, they had nothing to lose. They've been so disappointing this year. It's a low risk, high reward move. And even if he does do good, I don't think he's gonna help them win ball games, man. Like the Reds have just been that disappointing. in general.
Yeah.
They
I
give
mean,
up.
their starting rotation's a bright spot,
That's the
and
only thing that's been working out for them, and
and
Castellanos and Jesse
Castellanos
Winker.
has been
Jesse
great.
Winker and Castellanos have been the only two good, consistent players in their lineup day in and day out. And they're trying to cope with that by getting Brian Goodwin, but this isn't really going to do anything. Just probably he was good last year, 17 home runs to go alongside 47 RBIs, but he's been decent this year. But I don't
Hitting
think anything.
242.
Yeah, anything. He's nothing more than a DH or a bench guy for them.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, their outfield is pretty like not really stacked, but I don't think he competes with their starters.
No, definitely not. And let's continue with this Diamondbacks fire sale here. Chafin goes to the Cubs.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, nothing to say here.
Cubs
He's
just need bullpen arms.
yeah, just need bullpen arms here. Doesn't really matter. Again, pretty bad this year. 8.10 ERA. That's god awful. But like, what do they have to lose? And final move of this Diamondbacks fire sale, the one Akash has been jumpy to a whole day. Great move, Starling Marte to wow. Can we get this? The Miami Marlins.
Buying.
Wow.
Like,
Whoever thought
imagine
that.
This is the definition of 2020. I think this is the definition of 2020.
That's
Starling
crazy.
Marte going to the Miami Marlins.
The Miami
Actually
Marlins.
buying.
Like,
The guy's only played 33 games with the Diamondbacks. That's it, and he's
you
gone.
can't blame them. The
Shortest stint
Diamondbacks have been
ever.
so horrible.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
Like,
Shortest
it's
stint
so
ever.
weird. Like 33 games, you give up like some of your prospects for
They
Starling
gave up
Marte.
Caleb Smith.
No, I'm talking about the Diamondbacks trading to the Pirates.
It was a really short stint, and they gave
Yeah,
up
yeah.
so much, and they gave him up right away. Like
And,
33 games.
but they get good what's it called, prospects back though. They're getting Caleb Smith, Humberto Mejia, and then they're getting Julio Frias. But like, man, wow, who would have thought Miami would be buying?
Hit
I still,
the go ahead homer for the Marlins last night.
Exactly, man. This is 2020 in a nutshell, eh?
yeah, I never thought we'd see
But
this.
see, like, this is so confusing because then they sold VR to the Jays. So like,
I mean, like,
I don't know what they're
VR
doing.
was
Are they
kinda
selling
like
or buying?
VR was kind of like an outfielder for them because they had Isan Diaz and then Miguel Rojas.
Yeah,
playing
but still,
second and
like, you
short.
still could have kept them around. But like,
But where would he play though? Like maybe second.
Maybe.
Second. I don't know, but like,
Second base.
they definitely would have been better with VR. But like, I'm not complaining. The Jays get them. So
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, but like, damn, Starling Marte at the Miami, like, holy crap, that's insane. Just a couple more moves here.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded again next year.
Honestly, no, like, I don't know, man. Starling Marte is just so expandable, and like, with Miami being where they are, like, yeah, they've been good this year, but like, again, you gotta remember if they're in the best
60
loop
games.
they're in the best loop in the whole MLB. It's 60 games. We all know what happened with the Nats last year. They bounced back in a 160 game season. So like, I don't think Miami can keep this up next year, honestly, unless like JJ Bleday comes up and like performs like a freaking MVP type guy. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but let's stick in the NL.
So crazy.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, this is insane. But let's stick out in the NL East for our last four moves. This is kind of irrelevant. It's Tommy Malone from Baltimore to player to be names later. He shocked the world though, being Baltimore's most reliable starter this year after being signed to a minor league deal. He even started opening day because John Means was pretty tired. He's gone 1-4 with a 3.99 ERA. So
3.99.
Yeah, 3.99. Sorry, very under the radar. Good player though. But yeah, again, under the radar move. But
I mean, the Braves could have done more this
the Braves could have
trade
done
deadline.
more. Maybe like get a Dylan Bundy or something like that. But like, still, this isn't a bad deal. 3.99 ERA, especially against teams like the Yankees, the Jays, and like the Braves, Nationals, Phillies. Like, they're all good teams. So like, very very good for them. Obviously, they needed starting pitching, and I don't think they really answer their needs. But like, it's a step. But like, are they honestly going to contend for a World Series this year without Mike Soroka? Don't see it happening. So like, they don't really have anything to lose. Anyways, let's switch out to probably the worst team in baseball, in my opinion, the New York Mets. This seems a laughing stock. Chirinos and Frazier from the Rangers, blah blah blah. Who cares? The Mets are not winning anything. Sorry,
And
Mets fans. But like, and yeah, they get Miguel Castro. Miguel Castro's been okay, 4.16 ERA and 24 punch outs, but he's never been that consistent, that
it's the
stable out of the
Mets.
pen.
They're gonna mess them up.
Man, it's the Mets. Like, they always look so good on paper, but they can never do anything when it really counts, and it just pisses me off sometimes, honestly. It's like, look what happened to
Kind
Edwin
of like the
Diaz,
Leafs,
man.
man.
Yeah, at least we make the playoffs, unlike the Mets here.
But I think if
If I had to make a
if
comparison
there's an
here,
emergency pitcher pitching or something against the Mets, I think he would win.
that's true. Oh yeah, shut up. But like, if I had to compare the Leafs to anybody in the MLB, I think I'd compare them to the Atlanta Braves. Young team, that always makes the playoffs, is always a number 1 or 2 seed, but just can't get anything done.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think the Yankees. Maybe you can make the comparison, but the Leafs aren't plagued by injuries every year though, so this year, but like we still had all the guys for the playoff run, right? And every other year we haven't. So I don't know. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up our video today. Again, trade deadline, just breaking it down for you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, winners and losers. I think this is pretty easy though. Losers, Indians. Like, what are you guys doing?
Losers for me, Yankees. Like, obviously need a start. They obviously need a starting pitcher for their playoff run.
That's
and
true. They didn't get any though. But
same with the
yeah,
Dodgers.
no, the Dodgers don't. No, the Dodgers are not.
I mean,
losers.
maybe some
They did
bullpen
not
arms.
need anybody. They
Maybe
did
some
not need
bullpen
anybody.
arms.
No, they didn't. They did not need anybody. Absolutely 100% set. Why do they need anybody? Starting pitching rotation, Kershaw, Bueller, May. That's 3 games that they're going to win. Urias can give them a good game every once in a while.
Okay, look at their bullpen.
Bullpen's good.
Kenley
Gratterall, Jansen's the best reliever in the game.
and
Gratterall.
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly's been good. You only need 3 guys.
Whatever.
Like, so the Dodgers are set. Like, who else do they have in that bullpen? I know they got more guys than that.
Rangers should have gave up Lance Lynn.
They should have gave him up, but they gave up Mike Minor, so I don't know. And you also have, you got, let's see who they have in the bullpen. Caleb Ferguson's okay. Scott Alexander's not bad. Like,
Maybe
they got Dustin May.
like one arm.
They could have got 1 arm, but they have more arms than any other team. So does it really matter? I don't think so. The Cleveland Indians.
The Yankees should have done more.
Yeah, the Yankees should have done more, but again, if they're healthy, their whole team's healthy, they're still gonna win a chip here.
Maybe even the Twins. Like,
the Twins needed starting pitching.
The
Twins are just like
Astros too. Astros need some
the Astros aren't winning nothing with the A's in the same division as them. But the Astros again, Astros could have done more. Same as Twins. Twins, they just like last year, everyone was saying they need pitching. What do they go out and do? They signed Josh Donaldson for a 4-year, $20 million deal. 4-year, $80 million deal.
Barrios hasn't been great. Odorizzi's back on the IL again. Like, they always need pitching.
Oh boy. I really love Josh Donaldson, but was it the right move for the Twins? Absolutely not. And what? They're like 3rd in the AL Central, now. So it's not really working out for them.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's back now.
He's still out with that
No, he isn't. He's playing right now.
Oh, is he?
He's 2 for 3 tonight.
Out be Josh.
Yeah, he got activated 4 hours ago.
Yeah, 4 hours ago. That's why I didn't know that because I was at practice all day. But
All right.
anyways,
I'll let you go on that.
athletics. I think. I know. Sorry, not athletics. I think
Athletics are fine.
Indians were losers though, because like I don't know
No,
what
they got
I don't know.
a good return.
No, I don't know. No. Hear me out. They're gonna trade either Plezak and Clevenger either way, and they were gonna get prospects for either two of them. So that doesn't count. That's completely out of the picture. But I don't know what the hell these guys are doing, or they're either because we all know Lindor's
They were
gone.
even open to trading Lindor.
No. Listen,
Yeah,
Lindor's.
that's what they even said. They're open to trading him.
No.
At the
A couple
deadline.
days up to the deadline, they said Lindor's not going anywhere.
All right, but
They said that.
it's gone.
So
He's
I
not
don't know.
signing.
I don't know what the hell they're doing because Lindor's gone. So it's either you make a push for the playoffs right now, you make a heavy push, start buying
No.
players,
No,
or
Carrasco
you
said, "I want one of these guys gone."
exactly, or no, I'm not talking about the Clevenger. I say Clevenger and Please are completely out the deal because they're gonna get traded no matter what.
Yeah.
It's either make a playoff push without Clevenger or Plesac there, go heavy, go all in, get the pieces to make a playoff run, a deep playoff run, maybe one more shot with Ramirez and Lindor as the core of the team. Or just trade Lindor and start the rebuilding process completely. They did neither of them.
Wait, can teams still do like what like we did, like to give up Donaldson? Like we trade
No,
him
we
like in
can't.
September. We can't do that anymore.
That was out the question a year ago. But those guys did nothing. Like they didn't do either thing. Because Clevenger was gonna get dealt no matter what. So I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know the direction of the franchise anymore. Are they just gonna stay? Are they just gonna stay? Like
the rotation is
a
still
7 or
really
8.
good though.
The rotation's still really good, but they've got nothing else going on for them. I don't know what these guys are doing.
Quantrill can start.
Quantrill can start, but like I don't know the direction of this team. I don't know what they're trying to do. Are they trying to contend?
Yeah,
Are they gonna start to rebuild? This is why I say biggest L of the trade deadline because you guys are just built for like you guys are built for the now, but you guys are built for the future at the same time. So like, what are you guys doing? Pick a direction.
I know this team. Like I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
Like go for like. They could have just like started the rebuild now.
They blew a 3-1 lead in 2016, right?
Exactly.
I think that's when they
against the Cubs. So like I don't know what 2017, but like I don't know what these guys are doing. You could have just got.
It was 2017.
It was 27. Or was it?
2016.
Oh yeah, 2016. Yeah, 2016. But you could have got a freak of a nature prospect for Lindor that like in the right now at the trade deadline.
Or they should have just went after Lance Lynn. If they're gonna give up Clevenger, go after Lance Lynn.
Exactly. Or you could have just gone all in. You had that assets to get like a Lance Lynn. Bo Naylor was there. If you guys are going for all out, what's it called?
But honestly, if Clevenger and
you're trading Lindor. Pardon?
I think Clevenger and Plesac kind of screwed them.
They did,
because if they didn't go out, didn't break protocols, this team would have been fine.
No, I don't think anything would have happened though. But like, look,
yeah,
they should have gone all. Like, man, they should have just started the rebuild completely. You got the prospects from the.
But why would they start the rebuild now? They're the second best team in the
exactly.
American
So
League.
I'm saying,
they're tied with the
like,
White Sox.
I know. I'm saying that. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying you should have picked the thing because you could have gone all out, got all the pieces you need, and now you've got. And then you get the pieces of the club deal, right? You got a nice slugger and Josh Naylor and Cal Control can come into the lineup, or not the lineup. You can pitch him now. You got what's it called? You got Carrasco. You got Shea Bieber, who's been he's definitely gonna be the Cy Young this year. Like
Cleveland's starting to look like the Padres right now. They got like Framil Reyes.
Like they should but like in general they should have picked a direction because if you go all out this year.
I have no
clue. You go out this year,
doing.
you win a chip, or not even win a chip. Just make a deep playoff run in general. At least you tried, and then trade Lindor in the offseason. Bye. Like honestly, Lindor would still be gone either way. So why don't you just like go out? I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Cleveland probably the biggest loser this offseason. Like I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Cleveland and the Yankees, in my opinion.
Like
both
they're. Yeah, the Yankees not so much though because if they're healthy, like
if they're healthy,
but still no, they should have gone out and got someone because someone's definitely gonna get hurt in the playoffs. It's the freaking New York Yankees.
Cole,
so
if it's Garrett Cole, oh boy.
Garrett Cole's been their only consistent, like, bright spot that they can lean onto every 5 days. Other
But
than
Tanaka
that,
does perform well in the playoffs.
yeah, we all know what Massa can do in the playoffs, but
Paxton, we have
Paxton, I don't know.
Jay Hatch.
Jay Happ's probably the worst pitcher in MLB right now. So, anyways, that should wrap up today's episode. Thank you for listening today. If you're on Spotify, make sure to follow us. Follow us on Instagram as well. Make sure to comment or DM us your thoughts or just any hot takes you have. We'd love to spark up a conversation. We'd love to hear from you. Who knows? Maybe you might end up on the show one day debating us. Who knows? Trying to get that going again. Anyways, if you're on YouTube too, same thing. Comment down below your thoughts, hot takes. We'd love to hear from you. And subscribe, like the video. Really means a lot to us, showing your support. Again, a huge mission of ours here. Huge dream. Gotta dream bigger, go home, right? But anyways, thank you, Jacob, for coming on today.
Thank you, guys.
No
Pleasure
problem.
to be on today.
Yeah, he'll definitely be back. And in the next episode, we're going to be talking about the Grand Prix in Belgium that wrapped up this week. Akash and another special guest will be covering that. I won't be as involved as I was today, but I'll be there. Anyways, from me and Akash and the Big Three podcast, signing out. Have a good day.